Welcome to the Ignorance is Strength podcast. I'm your host, Fabian motherfucking Ojeda, and I don't know shit, but that's okay. All right, let's get this shit started. Thank you everybody for listening to the Ignorance is Strength podcast. Hope you all enjoyed the previous episode with Heidi Midcack. Definitely look out for her and Paul's projects with those horror movies, with those drama movies. And we'll be sure to follow up with them. But I want to welcome back to the podcast some very familiar voices, and I think we've had enough. I don't know. Have you guys had enough of this whole shit show thing? I want to welcome back Whitey.
Hey,
Potter.
Hey, I'm here.
And Sosa.
Ow!
You guys feeling this 90s throwback? Does anybody know the reference right now?
No, but my nipples are hard, so
Are
that
we
means
pushing?
anything.
Why did you know the reference?
No. Push?
Yeah, it's a song Push.
Yeah.
Xbox 20. All right, so I'm gonna start off hot real quick here.
Uh-oh.
I watched the Barbie movie.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I watched the Barbie movie.
Why did you watch
did you-
the Barbie movie?
Because I have every fucking streaming service available, and they were advertising the shit out of it. I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna talk shit about this, or if I'm gonna, I might as well watch it, because so many fucking 40-year-old, 50-year-old men were up in arms about how dangerous it is and how scared they are. Potter, I think maybe you were one of them. I don't know. But I'm like, let me just see what it's all about, right? And at the same time, though, I wanted to watch the Barbenheimer combo, meaning the Barbie movie and the Oppenheimer movie, because those are two of the biggest movies of 2023. And I watched both of them back to back. Oppenheimer fucking sucked.
really?
It's a piece of shit movie. I would never waste fucking my time ever watching that crap again. Barbie movie totally surprised me with how much better it was than Oppenheimer. Fuck Oppenheimer. I've had enough of that. I think Barbie movie was much better, especially with that reference to Matchbox 20, where all the Kens are for whatever reason obsessed with that song.
I think I would watch it if it was called Barbieheimer, and it was like a mix between, like, it looked like Team America.
None of you guys watched either of those movies?
No, I haven't watched anyone.
I think I'd watch Oppenheimer. I'd never watch the Barbie movie, though. Like, nothing appeals to me.
I tried
Man.
watching the Barbie movie. I fell asleep twice, and I was like, "This ain't happening."
Which one? The Barbie one?
Barbie. Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny. They make one joke where, like, there's a bunch of broads from, like, a fucking pageant and their bikinis up in a billboard, and then the Barbie goes like, "Oh, look, it's a Supreme Court." Like, that was kind of funny. And I thought Will Ferrell was kind of funny in that too. So I was just not expecting anything out of it other than silly bullshit, but I thought it was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Is Oppenheimer streaming anywhere?
It's
Even after hearing the review, he's like, "Oh, let me get that link to Oppenheimer."
I know Barbie's out. I think it's on Netflix.
well, you have to rent it or purchase it or whatever.
Oh,
And so my brother did, and I'm like, let me just watch that too, So yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody purchase it or anything because it sucks. It sucks ass. let me give you the synopsis of it. All right. Okay. Some guy gets a job, right? He has sloppy, sweaty sex awkwardly.
Nice.
There's
I'm
a very oh no, trust me, it wasn't worth it. There's a very disappointing, build up to a boom that doesn't even fucking happen. And then they talk about fucking security clearance for an hour. That's the gist of it.
There you go.
And to me, I'm like, well, fuck, if you know history, there's no fucking drama either.
You already know what's gonna happen.
You already know what happens,
Yeah.
but I'm surprised nobody else but me saw it. I guess, you know what? It's for the better. I was going to make that a big point of debate in this shit show number 16, but y'all just fucking failed me now. Okay, how about this one? And I'm hoping, Potter, with that t-shirt you're wearing today, that you have something to say about this film. How about the 40, 50-year-old conservative man favorite, The Sound of Freedom?
Mm.
Did you guys watch that?
I just watched that the other day.
Were you inspired,
Yeah.
Potter? Did you shed a tear?
Not
Or did you-
completely, but it gets you, dude.
How did it get you? What did it do?
Potter, did you
How
shed
did it
anything
touch you?
else besides?
No, I did not shed anything else.
What did
No,
it
it's
show me on the doll, Potter? Show me on the doll. What did it
not. It's like sad at first, dude. It's just like, no, not like that.
My ding ding dong. Was it? Were you kind of dancing around to this and saying these children aren't for sale? That would have been. Is it kind of a sexy movie, Potter?
No, it's not kind of a sexy movie. I mean, the movie. I mean, I wouldn't say it sucked. I wouldn't say it was the best movie of the year either, though.
No,
I think it was probably just a decent movie.
But wasn't Jesus in it?
Jesus was in it.
How could that not be the best movie ever, Isaac?
I don't think Jesus was in it.
Whoa,
Jesus was.
I mean, that's debatable.
That's blasphemy.
Do you know that what's his name? What Superman? Superman died for your sins.
I'm so lost.
Let's just skip this. Oh man,
Didn't Superman die for your sins?
It's in a podcast, so I mean, I have to believe it.
Wasn't he
Just said it.
passionate? Was he the Passion of the Christ?
I have no idea.
Oh my God, Fabian! This goes to our first ever recording. The Passion of the Macbeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think we talked about it in the first shit show, right?
You probably did.
So I found a high 8 fucking tape or whatever, like those old tapes or whatever. I have a couple of those, and I'm like, what the fuck is on them? Like, but there's nothing to play them. I don't have any like camcorder or anything that would play that tape. It's like lost media now. So I mean, if you guys have an old camcorder, let me know.
No.
You think you have?
We did a
Video?
lot of video projects or whatever. No, I don't. I may have the video. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you've been ordering a bunch of like shit from Chinese people, Whitey. You could probably find something on your Chinese website.
They've rigged it up. No, something like that you got to get from Cuba because they're barely getting it now.
Or our good friends in India, right? The Patels of the world.
I love how we just like rip on the whole international audience. Like,
You know what? They're not listening anymore. They've dropped off. It's okay. Right? I used to see Nepal pop up,
then what happened?
India. And then I guess, Sosa insulted them.
You didn't make them feel included.
He was going to start his podcast for them and he never did.
I like their curry.
Yeah.
It's good.
Sometimes I don't know. Have you seen those Indian street vendor videos where these motherfuckers like basically just for the sake of it throw their foot and everything, their armpits, like they basically wipe their ass and hand you some fucking rice and curry.
Dude, I've seen them like clean the dishes off of runoff water in the street. Just there it is. Here you go.
I don't know why, but now I'm starting to see videos of some dude just like critiquing it. He's like, okay, you're using a sponge to actually clean the top. Good. And then there you go and fucked it up. You stuck your hand in the batter. And he's just like spreading it all across like a hot top. It's like, why is everything with your hand?
I don't know, man, but I remember like, when COVID first happened, I remember watching videos of people in India literally covering themselves in like animal shit. Like they thought that was going to be the cure. It's the cow shit, by the way, because that's the definition of holy shit.
Yeah, I've seen that. They were like
I don't know if
like a tub of it. Disgusting, revolting.
But yeah, to go back to Superman and the Passion of the Christ, just to remind you guys, that was our first recording. We made an incredible parody, really just a story that tugged on people's hearts of Macbeth, right? In which I played Lady Macbeth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You also played Jesus, right?
But I also played Jesus. I did double duty. I was like fucking Eddie Murphy up in that bitch. You know? Playing all kinds of multiple
Just to let you know, we're all going to hell for having a part in that.
Well, we can watch Sound of Freedom and repent. Yeah. Those children weren't for sale.
It's gonna be like Beavis when he was getting into heaven, dude. and he goes, "Am I in?" And he's like, "No." I'm just gonna point to the fucking video.
I mean, if those videos work, Whitey, you're gonna see raw footage of me as Jesus getting whipped by Sosa and Fatigues
by an unknown person. Okay, who was wearing camouflage and you cannot identify ever.
I don't know who
scrawny little person.
Some little fucking illegal immigrant kid we found at the Home Depot, paid him a few bucks and gave him a sandwich and said, whip this Jesus.
I don't remember a fucking sandwich. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we seem to be getting that fucking memory back there. But I hope we do find that video, Whitey, and it's not just like videos of you like flexing after a shower or some shit like that before cell phones.
I mean, whatever, you're gonna see it no matter what. You're the first to see.
I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever unearthed those photos of you and Sosa in a hotel room.
They would show up if we ran for office.
They probably would, man.
Yeah, like
they probably would.
Yeah, let's just run for Congress just to get our photos.
That's.
I was waiting for this one.
Yeah, right. We finally got it, dude. We can quit the campaign trail now.
Hey, guys, it worked.
I think that's what we got to do. Yeah. But
I actually see Fabian's gears turning or whatever. That's not a bad idea.
That's a good idea, man. Might have to do that. Can you imagine all the 8th grade shit that'll come back to me? Right? Just for reference, Whitey, you were in that class.
I was in your classes when you gave your fucked up little speeches.
I would give weekly speeches like
the most
racist, homophobic, misogynistic shit you've ever heard.
And you would insult the teacher in the speeches in front of the teacher and the whole class.
I remember even this is part of a poem, something like we were using rhyme, right? I said something like, "Hello, Mr. Tucker, how is your day?" He said, "In peril here I lay." No, wait a minute, that sounds gay. "Hello, Mr. Tucker, how is your day?" Beautiful 8th grade poetry.
These speeches, were they just because you felt like it, or was it like an assignment?
That's what it was, part of the class. This idiot, he's a nice guy, Mr. Tucker. He gave us an open forum to just fucking, basically talk about anything for English class, right? He would give us like a general prompt and be like, does anybody want to come up? And for some fucking godforsaken reason, he kept letting me come up, right? And at some point there was even like a banded group of fucking girls that were protesting against me, apparently, letting him know, like, he can't be saying these sexist things and and he never told me anything.
I have a theory on that. I know why he didn't tell you anything, or I feel like I know. You were probably one of the highest scoring kids in the class or whatever. So it was like on his record or whatever, like that, hey, he got one or whatever, like, because we had a lot of dumbasses or whatever we went to school with. So he probably had a lot of low grades or whatever, and you were probably the thing that was saving him from like looking like a bad teacher.
And it was like the honors class, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually did get like A's in his class, no problem.
And the second thing was he was probably scared to get beat up because you're a pretty big kid.
That too.
You're pretty imposing there, buddy. But and I feel like you were angrier in junior high, by the way.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah.
Like he just seemed like an angrier like he was more standoffish, I'd say.
No, I would say downright fucking aggressive. Yeah. Actually, I was thinking about this too. Like I kind of like cooled off after like maybe 10th grade or something like that. Because somebody was telling me the other day, they remembered a story of when I was like in a class full of, we were freshmen, and we were in a class full of juniors and seniors. It was a journalism class. It's a bullshit ass class. Terrible. Did absolutely nothing in there. Right. So so a friend and I were talking, and he told me like, hey, this guy, he's crying because he got a B in a class. I'm like, oh man, that guy's such a bitch. And then this big fucking overgrown junior, right, with the football jersey turns around like he's gonna try to intimidate me or whatever. And he goes like, hey, that's my cousin. Right. And so I'm looking right at him, and I'm looking at him like, okay, he's wearing a JV jersey. He's like a 300-pound 6'6" kid. I'm like, this guy's a bitch. So I say, you know what? Okay, well, sorry about that. Your cousin's a bitch. Just right to him, right? And so I was pretty aggressive. Yeah. My little 13, 14-year-old self. Yeah.
You had your head shaved with your name in it. I remember in 9th grade.
That was just so you fucking know who beat you, Yeah.
Got it. All right.
I just remember discovering your barber because I went to the back room one day to get a haircut because they had a little back room, and your picture's up there and it says Fabian. I'm like, I know that haircut. This is where he gets his fucking haircut.
Dude, it was only $20 back then for that.
First of all, $20 was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, it was like $10 for a haircut.
The standard haircut was $10. It was like double the standard haircut. You know how much I pay for a fucking haircut now? It's like $40-$50.
Yeah, just a regular, nothing type of haircut.
Yeah, that's what I would call your haircut as well, Potter. But mine's pretty slick, How dare you, son of a bitch! Oh man, it's been too long.
I cut my own hair now, sir. Thank you very much. I saved myself that $45.
Well, that explains a lot, Potter. Looking like fucking Butters over there and shit. My wiener.
Oh, come on, guys. Oh, hamburgers.
Hey, you do that so well, man. That should be the next Halloween costume or something. But while we're on the subject of Potter, I regret to inform you all, Sosa, you just joined us right before the show, but Whitey and I are already aware Potter has failed to come with his homework yet again.
He had one job to do. They're his people.
One fucking job.
What did you say, Potter? You weren't aware that you were supposed to bring a person?
Yeah. Nobody said we're still doing this. You better have somebody.
Of the last 3 shit shows, how many Potter's people did we have?
Wait a minute.
This is not math class, Potter. You can pass this.
This is the 4th time now since the guy. No, why?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's maybe the 3rd time. Wow, time flies.
Yeah. It's not gonna die, Potter. People don't forget.
It's not called Whitey's people. This is called Potter's people.
This has a ring to it.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the second guy was. I remember the angry.
It was Child Preacher was number 2, by the way.
Child Preacher.
Mm-hmm.
Duffy, good old Duffy.
Oh, Duffy, yeah.
And then the mattress guy.
That was the first one.
That was the first one.
And then Dale Gribble was number 3.
Oh, I was. Oh yeah,
the tribute special.
He just passed.
You know what? I'm just gonna pick one for you, Potter. Have you listened to the podcast lately? Let me just stop myself. No, you haven't, have you?
No,
of course, yeah. No,
sorry.
It's just the podcast that you're a part of. Why the fuck would you listen to it, right? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm gonna just pick a quick Potter's person for you, so we get it out of the way. In one of the previous episodes, we talked to 2 guys called the Gracious 2, episode number 158. The drummer, Chad Gracie, he used to play for the band Live. Anybody?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Live, yeah.
That was a good band, Live. But turns out they were very conservative. So let me play a little clip, Potter, and see if you will okay this. We'll go ahead and give it the vote. But let me share my sound here real quick. All right. And then listen real quick. That's still fucking ding ding dong. My bad.
Oh, come on, man.
We can't party with that. We got to get to business here. All right, ready, Potter?
Go for it.
The ones that are making decisions.
Look at AOC, for God's sakes.
Oh my God.
Jesus God. I mean, like, really?
Uh,
I mean, really? She got reelected.
mm-hmm.
It's fucking unbelievable.
So, what do you think, Potter?
Sure, let's go with him. Sounds good.
Does that align with your beliefs?
Let's just say yes. Let's go with that. Yeah.
I mean, he hates AOC. You hate AOC. I mean, as when I was talking to him and Whitey, when you were listening, right?
I was actually listening.
Didn't we
To
have
the show I'm on sometimes, but whatever, man.
Didn't you have that thought like, fuck, I wish Potter were on this episode?
I sure did. As soon as he started talking about the political stuff, I'm like, Potter needs to be here to talk to him.
Yeah.
You should have been a co-host on that episode, is what I told Fabian.
That would have been great.
You guys would have actually had a long conversation, I bet.
So let's take the vote. All in favor of Chad Gracie being the fourth Potter's person.
You got my vote.
Aye.
Aye.
There we go.
Unanimous.
That's
It passes.
4 in a row. Potter, next time, please do your homework.
All right.
This isn't high school or like 7 years of college. Please do your homework.
Potter's army. It's going to be a lot more than Potter's people.
I'm still torn with Rittenhouse. Like, is he like a deity in this organization? Somebody you pray to? High-ranking oligarch? What are we looking at here?
That it would be all of the above, and
Okay.
what you would call like the belle of the ball.
Hey, are you still hiring him to guard your car, Potter?
I have no contact with Mr. Rittenhouse. Thank you very much.
I have a theory. He likes to go and save people's businesses. Is that what happened to the pet shop?
Was he up in your business?
I mean, the pet shop, the pet grooming shop. Was there controversy there that we did not know of?
I plead the fifth right now.
That's very smart. I applaud that.
Kyle shot like 3 illegal immigrants, and they're like, "Holy fuck, we're never gonna
Like, dude, they're just
cover
working at
from this.
they're just working at Stater Brothers.
You get away from my car and quit cleaning those windshields." And at that point, Isaac and his wife had only one choice: move to Texas. Heroes.
To be fair, did you see the color of that water that was being sprayed on the windshield?
Let's what?
He said, never mind. Just move on.
I want to move on to something, and this is something that's been on my mind for a couple of days, or at least one day now. We have, and Whitey, you're not part of this chat. In fact, again, as I mentioned before, it's called Whitey's Not Here, the chat.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
But we want you here for this one.
Okay, unmuted.
I don't want to talk about a bunch of shit that's too serious in the news. I don't give a shit about what's going on in the Middle East. I'm sorry. I'm not a human. I don't care. But there's something that is very bizarre that's going on. And, some of these videos have been pretty funny. I thought it was just like, oh, that's funny. They have like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but instead it's like a Hasidic Jew coming out of a tunnel. There's like a Super Mario meme kind of thing going on. I'm like, and at first I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, is this anti-Semitic for no reason? Like, I don't get it, But apparently I was enlightened in this chat with members that I will not reveal, that there's some sort of phenomenon going on where Hasidic Jews are climbing in and out of tunnels. Somebody make this make sense.
I don't know. What does Shapiro say about it, Isaac?
Is he in a tunnel?
I don't think he's covered it yet.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, he's too busy. There's no
remember.
signal. There's no signal in the tunnel.
There's no signal in the tunnel. All right. Whitey, do you know anything?
So these guys
Did you look
were
at this?
these guys were found crawling out of a tunnel, and then I guess the cops came in to figure out what was going on, and all hell broke loose.
There was a guy that was tweeting like a couple of months ago, like, I swear to God, I hear Jews digging underneath my house. He's all
yeah,
like, keep in
that's
mind,
what they said, right? Yeah.
keep in mind, I live in downtown New York, the ground floor, and I have no basement, and I can hear Jews speaking Yiddish and digging.
Oh man.
Everybody
like
called him crazy and racist.
It's like, for one, you're endangering the people you're digging under, because that shit could collapse. You don't know, like, what the fuck's going on. and second, what were they fucking digging for? Like, what's the end game there? They got a secret society or something, or they think that all shit's gonna hit the fan and they're gonna have to like shelter up.
I don't know, but I wonder what like it sounded like, in that apartment where they can hear what's going on underground. Is it just like a bunch of like, "Oy vey, pass the matzo ball soup" or something like that, or is it like this? No. Just kind of have a bunch of clamoring going on under the tunnel, and you just hear one of these, right? Here we go.
Oh man,
it's taking a while to get that rising action going there. Just enjoy it while you can.
Playing from AVPC.
Here we go. Pastrami.
What are they saying?
Ave Nagila. I don't know. It's like Feliz Navidad, I guess. Listen, guys, we got to tiptoe around this subject. I think we did this as safely as we could there, Safe comedy.
I'm sorry, I muted my my headset. I don't know what happened.
Damn.
Oh, Whitey. You're lucky this isn't gonna be a video podcast. Jeez. I was torn between playing that Ave Nagila or some fucking Modest Yahoo or whatever. Y'all remember Modest Yahoo?
I remember Modest Yahoo.
Yeah, the rapping Hasidic Jew.
Yeah,
he had like one hit.
He had one hit, exactly one hit.
But I hear if you pay him like $50, he'll play on your bar mitzvah. So
yeah, it's just $50 he didn't have,
That's right.
He'll go to you express in the underground tunnels there.
He's like, "No, I'll be there in a week. Do you need to fly over here?" No. I got my own method. It's okay.
I just don't know like how that's a thing though. Like what were they doing?
Yeah, what the hell were they building to? And was wherever they ended that tunnel, was that the final destination there, or is that just a pit stop?
I'm telling you.
I can only speculate. I think maybe they were trying to make another entrance.
What?
So that way they wouldn't have to go in through the front of the temple. So that way they wouldn't be attacked by anybody.
Attacked by who?
If they are getting attacked by anybody.
They live in, what some would say, and not me, because I'm a man of God, but what some would say, work. Why would they dig?
I thought we were playing it safe.
Again, not me.
You could have just said you could have said in the words of Kenny Powers.
In the words of Kenny Powers, New York.
You guys are killing me this shit show.
all the people protesting in favor of Hamas and stuff, man.
Yeah, all those tens of people protesting.
I don't know. That's my only thought.
Yeah, you know what? You guys are gonna think I'm crazy. I'm gonna go with Potter on this one. I think there's some weight to that. I know, yes, it's heavily Jewish there, but I don't even want. I don't want to take too much time talking about this shit because again, I don't give a fuck about the politics there. But I've noticed that whether again, I don't have right or wrong on this, but it's kind of flipped. Like this has not been a new phenomenon where they're fighting with each other. Yeah. The two sides, but it is very heavily in favor now, right, of of Palestine, right? The people are very like on the internet and everything. Yes, no.
Yeah, public opinion has swayed a bit.
Oh, big
Yeah.
time. It's
Where the older generation is still diehard. Let's protect Israel at all costs.
Mhm.
But the new generation is is questioning like why are we so diehard loyal to Israel? Why? Explain to me why.
Yeah, like if you were 10 years ago or so, whatever it was completely the other way around. Like, it's like, no, I stand with Israel. I stand with Israel. That was a phrase I remember seeing online all the time, but it seems like it just completely flipped. I mean, again, there's a lot more, footage coming out now. People have, cell phones and cameras and shit like that, and can see what's going on, or what's and some people's like, oh, what's really going on. But even like the dumbest people are just kind of jumping on the bandwagon. And so that's like when it turns from like educated opinion to just public opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I think there has been a rise in, anti-Semitic shit going on, protests, attacks, and things like that. So there might be some weight to that, where Potter says, they're playing Super Mario because they don't want to get fucking pelted with turtle shells and Goombas.
Here's my thing though. It does fucking A. And I'm gonna catch some flack for this, but does you not supporting Israel equate to anti-Semitism?
No, but I'm saying the two are not the two are not tied together. I think it's not, this happens and then this. I think separately there's been a rise in anti-Semitic comments online, and more reports of, like, on the news and things like that, of Jewish people just being attacked randomly. Whether there's any weight to that or not, I don't know, but I've seen more and more of it. As much as I try to just kind of do one of these and not look at anything.
I haven't seen any. I'm not saying it's not happening, but I'm just saying I'm not privy to that.
I think a guy got like clobbered with a megaphone. Like an older gentleman got clobbered with a megaphone. I don't remember if he ended up in the hospital or he died because he was at a Jewish rally. Someone from the Hamas Palestine side clocked him.
Yeah, I don't know. Just look at any comment section and you'll find Whitey on there. These goddamn. Oh, never mind. I'll just put out of.
No, my opinion is it's just a question of proportionate response, really. I mean, like, I don't know if anybody says what they did was okay, but at the end of the day, like, if somebody punches you in the arm, can you just fucking like beat them to death? Is that where does it end? Yes. Well, yeah, I've seen that, Fabian.
Punch
one
my
day,
arm.
One day it'll all catch up to you.
Shit, punch my arm.
It'd be a funny shit show. The cops are busting in. Mr. Ojeda, this is your warrant for your arrest.
It's like that guy I almost killed at the bar because he bit my hand.
Oh man.
Like I would equate that to punching you in the arm, except he bit my hand. And so
you don't know where that guy's mouth has been. I mean, like, he could have gave you fucking some sort of weird disease. Yeah.
No, but after that, I knew where his head was, which is pounded into the pavement a few times. Guy had a concussion, 2 broken orbital bones, a broken nose, a broken jaw. Basically, his face was turned into hamburger meat. So, I mean, yes, I think that knee-jerk reaction of punch me in the arm and I'll murder you is kind of, I can get with that, but I'm a psycho. Y'all guys ever nearly beat someone to death with your hands?
He pulled a man's jawbone out. I've seen it.
Does it have to be with your hands?
Oh yeah, I forgot. No, tell me about it.
Does it have to be with your hands? Oh, so it's gonna end right there.
Yeah. Potter over there with this fucking sniper rifle and shit. We didn't think Sosa was going to make it to the shit show today. You know, we had him on special assignment, and in commemoration of Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, we sent him to Mobile, Alabama. Nice hotel. But he started getting kind of hairy there, that situation there, and so he made his way safely back to the shit show.
I did. I just by the skin of my teeth, I got out of there right on time.
How was it in Alabama this time of year?
It's racist. It's very racist.
I know, and so I said, Potter, put down the gun. It's okay. We can just get him next time. Show us your T-shirt, Potter.
I can't see the T-shirt. Can I see the T-shirt?
Stand up a little bit.
Oh wow!
Someone describe that, please.
That's very Texas.
That looks like he got that off of KyleRittenhouse.com.
That looks like the shirt that they give away at their DMV when you go register your car with Texas plates for the first time. All right, here's your Texas plate. Here's a shirt. Yeehaw, bang bang.
So yeah,
I bought
shirt,
some liquor and I got a free gun. I don't know.
The shirt is an assault rifle with the background of an American flag.
It's just an AR-15 on top of the American flag. Yeah.
What possessed you to get that T-shirt, Potter?
He likes to show people that he can open beers with his AK-47 because he lives in Texas, and that's cool.
You just get that like at Target or something over there?
It was actually a birthday gift.
Of course it was.
Oh, Jesus Christ. A birthday gift.
The only thing that shirt is missing is like a cross or a baby Jesus at the bottom of it.
Here you go, son. Now you know what to do.
Well, he didn't turn around yet. Right? He didn't turn around yet. It's funny though, that means that everyone else is already kind of submitted to your will, where it's just like, just fucking go with it. This is what he likes. Just, we know what to get him.
Oh shit! I'm a simple man.
Well, let's again. We're just glad that you you stopped and didn't take out Sosa on Martin Luther King Day.
I've never shot at Sosa.
Is that true? I mean, you guys have been on some trips.
He kind of like the way he looked right now was like, "Are you sure about that?"
You never had a little Cheney moment there?
Little accidental something.
Well,
was he twirling? Was he twirling his gun around again? Did it go off?
There's no comment. Let's just say it was danger close, and it wasn't Isaac that may or may not have shot me. What?
Now I see Potter just fucking. What are you laughing at over there, Potter?
All right. So, anyways, these Jews in the tunnel.
Oh my God! We're just gonna gloss over everything. Okay. All right.
Listen, man. Somebody Dick Cheney me. Okay, I got Dick Cheney. That's all I'm gonna say.
You got Dick down?
I got Dick down, right in the facial area, almost.
Oh man.
So, like, it made contact, or?
Oh yeah, I made contact. All right.
Just like all over the.
I was like, I'm fucking hit. I went back to like I was back in fucking Afghanistan. I'm hit.
Oh man.
Medic. Oh wait, fuck, that's me now.
He was barely peppered. All right, it's fine.
She was barely peppered. Wow.
That doesn't sound too good, though.
I can't even recall if any skin broke, for God's sakes.
Did the skin break?
But he for sure got hit.
I got hit.
We found some shot, the little pellets inside the, inside the round. It's like he was like brushing it off of himself afterwards.
I mean, fuck, dude, that could have ended so bad. It could have ended so bad. I was just lucky that there was like a thick bush in front of me. Or behind me.
Behind you.
Behind me.
I don't know if I like where this conversation's going. So
And
you
I
got
hear,
you got dick down in the face, and there was Bush involved.
yeah. There was a loud bang. I felt something hit my shoulder, and I was like, "Fucking, I'm hit!
Oh,
Ceasefire!"
oy. Well, I mean, so obviously it wasn't anything too crazy though, right?
It
Nothing-
took forever to heal because time is
Nothing all the medics
Gosh.
couldn't happen over there.
You guys are gonna lose your fucking Dale
There's like
Gribble gun club memberships, man.
There's like 3 medical personnels on that trip.
Yeah,
4 if you count your doctor friend in the other group.
I can't confirm nor deny who was in that trip, but yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I wasn't expecting that. While we're on the subject of I guess you mentioned the military here, so I want to talk about some wannabe military stuff that we've been seeing in the little group chat there. And you know what, since we talked about the using the whole phrase "knuff" and everything, and in the theme of the Barbie movie with fucking insecure men, what's up with these fucking cuck camps? I'm gonna call them cuck camps. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll let Potter or Sosa explain exactly what these things are, because I am just baffled by these little fucking camps.
Shit, man. I can't begin to explain the different levels of fucked up that is these cut camps. Isaac, do you want to give it a go?
Short version, it's trying to be like a military boot camp, probably compressed in 3-ish days, because I would assume it's only for the weekend. For anybody who wants to give it a go, that didn't do it the first time.
So, yeah, what I saw was this, right?
It's a bunch of fucking losers LARPing and paying thousands of dollars to have a fucking another loser yell at them. And it's pretty fucking pathetic.
It's grown ass men. Like, I would say none of them are probably any younger than like 35, 40, right? They
like our age.
Yeah, they pay a bunch of money, right, to get to sleep in like sleepaway camp style or barracks style, right?
No. It's a fucking gym. They're sleeping in a fucking smelly gym.
At
least in that video.
Mm-hmm. And so they get like a rude awakening, like at 4 a.m. or something like that, and a bunch of guys come in yelling at them like, "Get the fuck up! You're a fucking this, you're a fucking that," and then they go and abuse them physically and like as they're running or climbing or whatever they're doing. They pay money for this, and it makes them alpha apparently.
Yeah, it's totally alpha. Yeah, I couldn't get the word out. It's so goddamn disgusting.
Whitey, I don't think we can hear you there.
So I like the guys that feel like they can make money off of these poor people. And these people are fucking idiots, man. It's like there's a sucker born every day,
Uh-huh.
And I mean, if that guy didn't fucking rip him off somehow, they would have spent that money on something else that was probably stupider.
That is such a fucked up way to look at it, but yet again, so accurate.
All right, so if you got any cut camp listeners, then we just lost.
Listen, man, if you're considering going to these cuck camps, you're better off either saving that money and going to therapy, or just buying a fuck ton of booze. Either way, you have unresolved daddy issues that you need to handle. Either drink them away or go talk to somebody about them. But I guarantee you, it's a better you'll get more bang for your buck that way.
You see, that's for the guys who couldn't make like the varsity sports back in the day, or they talked about like, oh, I would have gone to the military, but I had a bone spur. Like that's for that type of guy, right? That wants to prove like, look at how tough I am, right?
It's the fucking, oh yeah, man, I almost joined. So that means that we're the same. That was the biggest fucking, I don't even know how to describe it. It was the biggest nails on chalkboard for me ever. Coming from war, coming back from that fucking horrible traumatic experience, and some asshole saying, yeah, I almost joined. We're cool, right? We're bros.
I'm a patriot.
I'm a patriot.
I'm a patriot.
Look at my
God
shirt.
and country. God and country.
Yeah. So it's those guys.
It reminds me of when guys would tell stories about their high school days and they're like, I could have been this on the football team or whatever, or done that or whatever. And it's like, you guys are still hanging on to that shit or whatever. Like, it's just.
Fuck you, Whitey. I could have gone to state if you guys didn't keep me up all night.
Yeah, I mean, guys who weren't even on like the team later on, like they're like, oh, I tried out for that or whatever. I could have been real good or whatever, No.
I'll have you understand. I won over 100 matches. Okay.
There's no proof of that. Where did you get that record?
I kept track.
I might have lost like 50, 60 maybe.
I never kept track of the record. I know I won some. I know I lost some.
It's not. I mean, Whitey, it's not hard to count on one hand. You know,
it's not like I was starting out to count. I was actually just trying to be in a competitive sport.
Yeah,
like a win was a win to me. I didn't count it as, oh, this is win number 25 of my wrestling career.
First of all, you never came close to that. You maybe had 3 in a season.
No, I had more than that, dude. I won a good amount of matches. We went to a lot of tournaments, man.
No, I know, but you went 2 and out in most of them.
Time out. Dubai's count?
No, they do not.
No.
Damn it. I'm back to counting with one hand.
I'm just trying to throw Whitey under the bus here, but you know what? I'll give Whitey his due. He did win maybe 5. He can count on one hand.
Maybe 5. Fuck you.
I'll go to that cook camp right now.
Damn it! That was the goal.
I wish they would have kept records so I could say, like, here, you're wrong. But you're the only person who ever kept any kind of record. Potter, how many matches did you win?
I don't know.
That's the correct answer, Fabian.
I don't know. After doing wrestling, high school, college, and then doing a couple of those MMA fights and getting injured and stuff like that, I don't have any desire to do anything like those cut camps. Potter, I think you would be a perfect candidate. Didn't you used to do like those Tough Mudders or whatever, where you pay a bunch of money to run?
Yeah, I did the Spartan races.
Did you feel like a Spartan after you got your medal for participation?
No, but that didn't stop him from fucking running around in underwear and a cape. So you leave fucking Isaac alone. God damn it.
I was happy with myself that I was able to complete it in a reasonable time.
And your participation trophy?
And I got a participation trophy. Yes, sir.
But this is not pick on Potter Day. It's just to prove a point, right? These things are participation trophies. And you know what's the irony of this whole thing? Is that these guys that go to these things are the ones that bitch about participation trophies in this generation, right?
I can see that. I can see that.
It's the hypocrisy there.
It's like, bro, and like you're right. It's guys our age, around our age group, and it's like, dude, you had your chance to go and fucking put your money where your mouth was, or put your fucking life where your mouth was. You had your shot. You can't say that we weren't at war during that time. We were at the height of the war. You could have gone, and you didn't. That boat has sailed. Let it go. That's it, man.
I don't know. I don't want to be yelled at by some asshole that's charging me $1,000. How much is it? How much these things cost? Like $1,000?
Oh, like a couple of 10, upwards of 10. Yeah, you get a white shirt with your name on it, so that's cool, right?
Oh, there's another stupid ass thing like this. All right, this is even stupider. I remember watching before I went to work. I was watching the news in the morning, and they were talking about these. I shit you not, these fucking holes in the wall and not in the wall, in the ground, like a cave, like a makeshift cave, right? Where you literally sit with no lights. You just sit in the dark for a few days, and they'll bring you like a little lunch, like they do in jail, right? But yeah, you just sit in the dark and you pay. I think they're like, oh, it's such a great deal, because you get food, 3 times a day, and you get to, experience this, deprivation thing, blah blah blah. Yeah, and it was a few $1,000s. I think it was like, like $3,000 to $5,000 to sit in a fucking hole for a week, or less than that, like 3 days.
Wow.
Where do you shit?
I think there's like there's all that stuff in the dark, but yeah.
Does nobody else have like the dollar sign above their head right now? Like, you have access to school gyms.
Oh my
and
God.
we can yell at people.
Listen, no. Listen. We take those white woke people that have white woke fucking savior complex. We tell them we're kids from the ghetto, and for a fucking very low price of $20,000, we can offer you an experience of what it is like to grow up in the ghetto for 1 week. And we just take them around fucking El Monte and yell slurs at them.
Okay, cool. Let's get some ideas here together. I like this. Each one of us will have one experience. Okay, one experience that we will share with these our sympathetic ghetto people here, our sympaghettos. All right. Think long and hard. Not Potter, because you were a guest in our community.
Oh man.
But you saw some things, right, Potter? You saw some things.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So I want you to think as well.
No,
Potter.
I think he should start, because it's going to be kind of like low level, and we're just going to build up an intensity.
Hold on, I got it.
Isaac should go first. Okay, go.
I think he should be our testimony, right? He should be our testimony. Like, look, this is what you could become.
Yeah.
Potter, what do you think about us ghetto folk? Like, what makes it bad? Like, what would somebody coming into the community have to experience in order to get the true experience?
Fuck.
What did you do to us? Like,
I didn't do anything to you. It's like, I accepted you all for who you are, man. Like,
for who we were.
What is this turning into? I feel like this is turning into like, let's interrogate Potter. I love it.
All right, we'll come back to you. We'll circle back. Whitey, you are
no. I'm not gonna go next. I need more time to think about this.
You are half breed, but I know you've experienced some atrocities. So I already know off the top of my head. I'm talking about even where you were parked and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What did you see? What did you see on your bumper?
So there was blood on my bumper because some kid got murdered on the corner of my street.
Oh shit.
That is something the ghetto experience can offer you.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Oh. I like that.
What else? What do we got?
Okay, I would say have the sirens and the helicopter, like just background noise all the time. But I think that's like light. What you have to do is like take them to like a room that would mimic you going to your friend's like house to go play video games. You leave them in the living room, right? And then you're like, hey man, I gotta go take a piss real quick. And then when your friend goes to take a piss, you have somebody yelling at your friend in a foreign language you don't understand. They're just bickering back and forth, and then you just start hearing meat hit meat. Just really get to them.
And far off in the distance, you hear a bike horn. Honk, 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 because the corn man's coming.
I wasn't going to tell anybody about your experience, Sosa.
Oh.
That was secret was safe.
Is your wife still hitting you, bro? Right. This turns into a deep fucking episode of Ignorance is Strength. Cue the sad music.
I would say the profiling, if you're hanging out with 3 friends, the cops would just kind of stop by and check your pockets and tell you to sit on the curb or going back in the car. You have no choice, right? They find some scissors in your fucking backpack because you're coming from school, right? And they're like, what are you doing with these scissors? Homework?
Fucking idiot.
What do you think, you dumbass? They're dull as fuck,
I remember that happened to us. And I was like standing off to the side, waiting for you guys to get frisked. And he's like, "What? You want to come here too?" And I was like, "I mean, yeah, you can if you want."
In those cops' defense, we were going to get into a big fight, but he didn't know that.
He didn't know that. No.
Yeah. That's what we were there for. I don't know. I don't know why.
Profilers.
All right, Potter, your time to shine, dog.
One time I was walking back from the school to my house, and somebody drove by me and shot me with a paintball gun.
I have a confession to make, Potter. After all these years, it was me.
Oh, a bitch!
I shot you with that paintball gun.
Do you know who shot you with the paintball gun?
Wait a minute. Who the hell? When the hell did you walk home, Potter? You lived in a different city.
There's holes in this story already.
Senior year.
All the way?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's what you get for coming into our community.
Once you cross that bridge, it's a different world.
You know what bridge I'm talking on about. The bridge too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Get wrecked, nerd.
Do you think they knew you, or they just randomly wanted to shoot at you?
I have no idea. They sped off so fast. Like it took me like a full second. Like, did they just fucking throw or hit me with something? And like, I like brushed off my shoulder. I'm like, this is fucking paint. Those fuckers shot me with a paintball gun. God damn it.
So we package all of this, right? And just take away their money, because obviously when you're poor, you don't have money, right? Maybe take away a utility or two as well.
Just have the lights go off randomly.
When we have them in their housing unit, we could just throw tobacco in the oven so they could just have that smell of smoke in the house all the time.
Well, that's Whitey's house.
Whitey, you know what I'm talking about.
God damn you.
Yeah.
Would you have available to them some very cheap greasy food?
There's
whether
food?
it be Chinese or Mexican.
The only options
burger.
would be like, the ones that come by and go, tamales.
You get $5 to go to the grocery store to buy your essentials, and then the rest you just have to find a way to steal.
Like, later. And then you have $2 on like an EBT card or something.
There you go.
And figure out how to make it.
You have to learn how to trade your EBT money for cash to buy some extra stuff.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah. That's extra.
Baby formula. Baby formula. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
See, this could be a total good experience.
And there's a lot of white saviors out there, so I'm sure they would love this experience.
Oh, fuck yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the whole plot of. That's why I brought up The Sound of Freedom earlier. That's a white savior movie. Listen, I'll say this. Was it done okay? Yeah, it kept my interest. But I'm like, fuck, man, that thing's just like it. The movie jacks itself off, basically. It insists on how good it is already. It's like, didn't that guy that's involved, the one that they're portraying in the movie, didn't he get slapped with a bunch of fucking like harassment claims? So Mr. White
I haven't seen the movie, man.
I think something happened to him, but I don't know what. Or he's not associated with
that organization that he started or whatever.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Because he's diddling people. Yeah.
Diddler on the roof. What?
Well, did you see the movie or not?
I did, because I was like, okay, if I'm going to talk shit about it, I might as well watch it, right? And to me, it was just kind of like, okay, I get it. They're going to do the whole Hispanic people bad. Let me have the white savior come in and save the day. Save a bunch of poor kids and shit like that. We're going to talk about God, and of course, the guy kind of becomes Rambo at the end as well. Going into like enemy territory, and he saves the day on his own. He's like a ninja all of a sudden.
Isaac, they haven't played this on the fucking Megatron at your megachurch yet?
No.
You could talk as little as you want about this, Potter, but are you attending those things?
I go to the services, yes.
Is it really a mega church, or are you guys fucking around? Like, do you go to a mega church? Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna put mega church. Fabian, you always fucking find them the drummer that's flying in the air and stuff like that.
The drummer that's flying in the air?
Or is it Sosa?
That was me.
That was you. You got to send that to Whitey, or I don't know how you find those, but yeah, there's like the mega church, and they got like the whole like choir or band. They're like they string them up, or even the pastor. They lift him up in the air, and he's going like across the ceiling while he's like giving the sermon. And it's just like, oh my gosh.
Sorry.
So how does your service start out, Potter? They go, ladies and gentlemen.
Ours is nowhere near that.
They go, ladies and gentlemen, Duffy, and he goes, da-da-da, da-da-da. And he comes out in his with the fireworks and everything. I can already picture it.
No, they do.
He's still wearing that same haircut.
He's just older and larger.
Overweight. Ass fucking suit. Smells like cigarettes. Ketchup stains.
Hey, you can still smoke in church in Texas, right?
There's no. I don't think there's any smoking inside this facility.
Oh, it's
okay.
woke. So woke.
So woke.
What's next? Gender neutral restrooms. This is bullshit. This is some bullshit. I don't like it.
Oh man.
But are God's children for sale?
No.
I mean,
they're not for sale.
I mean, they quite literally were, though. They were actually selling them. That's the whole plot of the movie. So I would say that, yes, they were for sale, you know, because he didn't get all of them.
In that aspect, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I thought it was, again, it was well enough. It was well done enough, but I feel like it was just a bunch of hot air and bullshit and, you know, cocksucking that movie.
Well, I will not be seeing that movie.
You don't need to. You can skip it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Must watch Barbie. Must watch Barbie.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of films I'm like, I don't know why they're up for awards and stuff like that. You know, it's like kind of like award season and shit like that.
Diversity.
Well, I mean, I watched like the Holdovers with Paul Giamatti.
The Holdovers.
Is that what you just won a Golden Globe for?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, cool. It must be really good, right? It must be great. Like he did a decent job. He's a great actor, you know, but I didn't really see anything out of the ordinary in there. You know, it was just kind of like a regular movie, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just a lot of the time, and that's not diversity. He's as white as they get, you know?
Oh, that way.
So I'm just, I don't know. I don't think there's too many great movies out there. At least it's not a bunch of fucking Marvel movies again. You know, it's like tired of those.
I don't think I watched a bunch of movies last year. I watched the Mario movie.
I like that.
I saw that shit in 4D. Seats were all like, that was actually pretty cool. I don't know if it works for every movie, but I'd like go see like the Venom movie that's coming out in 4D. That might be cool.
So I saw a video the other day that they're coming out with a Legend of Zelda movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna go see that.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
see that.
Apparently, there's a petition from like people inside the industry that want to make Zelda the hero and Link the one in trouble.
That's fucking gay.
Well, I mean,
and they keep pressuring Nintendo to do that, and
listen,
Nintendo's selling the fucking pound sand.
Nintendo didn't fucking cave to Mario.
Exactly.
They fucking did not cave. They stood their ground and said, "Fuck you. This is Mario. You don't like it. You could suck my digital fucking Japanese weenie."
Who was responsible for the Sonic movie? Remember he had like weird teeth and shit at first, and they like people complained, and they're like, "We're pulling this off the shelves for like 6 months and redoing it all." So they never released the movie the first time around. They like people bitched so much.
They took like a whole year. Yeah, like a whole year.
Well, because they gave him like a person face, like it was Peach.
The way I put it is that the first one kind of just looked like a kid bought the cheap costume on Amazon of Sonic, like the kind of like the flat flannel costume, right? And it didn't even look good. It looked like you would have bought it like at a discount store.
Yeah, so they actually like caved on that one. I mean, like people bitched quite enough.
But I mean, but that was just solely on appearance. It wasn't like the whole bunch of people trying to like, hey, you should make the plot like this.
Let me ask Potter, how familiar are you with the Zelda games?
I've played like one or two of them.
Okay, I played a lot more, and so
Yes.
I'm going to say that it's not too far fetched though to say, look, I hope that Link stays the hero, but it's not too far fetched to say that Zelda would also be a hero because she's been, part of the fucking story as a hero as well. And Tears of the Kingdom that just came out, she is like the main fucking reason why Link is able to fight, And then if you look at fucking what do you call it?
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time, she's not just some damsel in distress. Same thing with what do you call it? Mm-hmm.
But here's my thing. No, she's definitely not a damsel in distress. She's proven that time and time again. But everybody knows that Link is the main character.
Mm-hmm.
He is the one that goes on the adventure to save the world. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. Does he need fucking Zelda? Yeah. Yes, he does.
I think especially if you're gonna be like introducing a series for the first time like that, you're gonna like do him dirty like that. He's been your flagship character forever.
I don't think that's what it is. I think people are just kind of it's one of those things where it's just like you're trying to get a reaction, Or like
I just feel like it's like that Mario movie. Like if they made Peach like Mario was missing throughout the whole thing.
But okay, let's look at that one. She wasn't a damsel in distress in the movie either.
No, she was good. She was good.
So I'm saying if they do more of that, it's fine.
Oh no, that's
hey, we
good.
just had
That's
this conversation about that Mario Odyssey or whatever. Peach is kind of a slut.
Dude, Peach is a total fucking cunt, man. You guys, I'm assuming you guys haven't played Mario Odyssey.
No.
Here's what I've always thought: Peach is a bitch, right?
Yeah.
Because she's a complete fucking cock tease. She'll, let Mario come and try to save her and shit like that, and the whole time she's boning Bowser.
Yeah, she's never really getting away from Bowser. It's never like, no, don't do that or whatever, stop or whatever. Like it's always like, I guess I'm here,
So you think Mario's a cuck?
Yes.
When in
Bowser's
Rome.
a stud.
Mm-hmm.
And Peach is like, hey, we got to pretend like you kidnapped me so we could for a long time before my boyfriend gets here.
And every time it's just like, oh no, I'm caught again. Like, bitch, how many times you get caught?
Yeah.
Like
hot up on this, dude.
Mm-hmm. But check it out, right? Mario Odyssey, she finally about to marry Bowser and shit. And then this bitch goes like, you know what? I want to travel. And then she goes and travels to the moon. Or sorry. Travels to the moon and then the world. Yeah. So this bitch can't even commit to Bowser and she breaks his heart too. Total fucking cunt. And she's getting her own video game now.
Yep. I saw that.
Yeah. So, I would say that Zelda can't possibly be as bad as Peach. So have at it, Nintendo. Well,
I'd pay money to see this, though.
It's going to be live action, though, right?
What?
They say who they're going to get to play the characters.
No, but here's the thing.
I don't know if it's going to be live action or not.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing, that it's going to be live action.
Do you think that they'll that Link will be white or Asian?
I don't know. I mean, I think probably white because that appeals to more like a larger audience, and I think the Japanese people know, like, hey, we'll just we don't need to pick this fight, like, we'll just give it to them, kind of thing. Maybe somebody that's like racially androgynous. I don't know, but here's the thing with that. How the fuck are you going to work it out where Link doesn't talk?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's another reason why they're like, oh, we're going to focus a little more on Zelda, because how do you get around that? Link doesn't talk.
Just to find a way to punch
And
out his vocal cords in the first scene.
Unless you watch the terrible fucking, I think 1990s Zelda cartoons that were fucking atrocious. And Link was kind of a pervert too.
A little bit.
I don't remember those cartoons.
Oh, nobody does. And if
I remember those cartoons.
and
the fucking all the other shit or whatever, the little fucking live action Super Mario they had.
They also had, like, on the cheap systems that nobody got, like the Panasonic something or other, they had like a shitty Zelda game where Link
Yeah.
was like the cartoon version, and he was talking, and he was all weird.
Right. Yeah, that's terrible.
So I hope we don't get that.
Hmm.
That's just my hope. I think if we get anything other than that, we'll be fine. I'm wondering though if it's just gonna be a completely new story, or if they're gonna like if they don't do a completely new story and they go by one of the video games. I hope it's Ocarina of Time, because that's the best story.
God damn, it is the best. I love that game. That like is one of the big milestones in my childhood.
See,
Ocarina of Time.
and I didn't play it until like later on, you know, when I got a GameCube or whatever. And I think you exposed me to it, and then after I played it, I just woke up with like a green hood on and shit like that, and like I was in the forest, you know, had like little fairies and shit come by and be like, "Hey, listen." I was like,
These fairies, Fabian.
Oh, they're.
Hey, real quick, I just realized, do you have an ignorance is strength hat?
No, it looks similar.
Okay, it was out of
Mammoth
focus.
Brewing?
Right now. It looked like okay.
You see,
They
I have
some good beer.
No, it's Mammoth headwear. I've got a Mammoth head, and so I have to special order hats so that they fit. So cheap plug there for somebody who's not sponsoring us, but Mammoth headwear, right? For the gentleman with the extremely large cranium.
That's a nice looking bowler hat, by the way.
It fits so well because like most hats, I have to take it to like the last snap, and it still sucks, right? This one, I only have to like have like one or two loose snaps. So that, and I got specialty like big head sunglasses as well, because I always hated wearing sunglasses because they never fit right. But I'm like, holy shit, they're making it for fucking, our gigantic head ass people like me. Like, so that's pretty cool.
Where's the sunglasses? You got to show up next time wearing sunglasses.
Well, they're in the truck. I don't wear them indoors, Whitey.
You fucking weirdo.
I'm not some stoner like you. I'm sorry.
Listen, guy.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
You're just a guy who watches Barbie movies.
Yeah,
in spare time.
It was funny.
It was funny.
I wasn't offended by it either, and it renewed my love for that Matchbox 20 song "Push."
Is that what it came from? Okay, all right. Push
Yeah. I was like, why the fuck? That's why it was funny to me. Why the fuck are they singing this?
I understand now. Yeah.
Now you get the reference.
I certainly do.
Go watch that one, Whitey. You'll be fine. You'll be good. You'll laugh at it a few times. Or watch the Barbenheimer combo. I don't care.
I love Barbenheimer. Yeah, Barbieheimer. It's fucking awesome.
Just don't come
Somebody
at me and tell
needs
me
to make that.
I mean, no, they don't, because we don't need to waste another 2.5-3 hours on fucking bullshit. You know what's the fucked up part about that is that people are saying like, oh, you got to see that in like IMAX or whatever, right? You got to see it. There's no fucking boom. No, there's no boom. Like when it comes to the bomb exploding and shit like that, there's no fucking boom. Like it's just this asshole kind of, staring off into space, and you see like an awkward, up close of his face, right? Yeah. Most of the movie is a bunch of old men sitting in a fucking crowded room, and then again, there's like an awkward, like, like sweaty titties sex scene and shit like that. It's like, who the fuck needs to see that? Why was that relevant to the film?
What are they saying is supposed to happen in IMAX?
Well, it's supposed to enhance the experience, but the experience sucks.
No, but I thought the whole point of IMAX is like you get more on the outside of the screen or whatever, like so you see what the actual camera saw instead of what it shrunk down for the video because it crops it. So you get just a little tiny bit. I watch videos. It's just like you see just a little tiny bit more of like the background actors and stuff on the side. That's pretty much it. So I don't know I don't know how it would have enhanced it.
Better sound, but Fabian said there's no sound, so.
No, unless you want to hear the slapping sweaty titties, as they're doing those awkward sex scenes, and no, you don't need to hear all that.
Okay, what is a good movie you guys have seen lately?
It's hard to say, man.
I know what I want to go see. I want to go see that Wonka movie. That didn't look bad.
Oh.
No, you didn't think it was look good?
I don't know. I think they fucked it up.
Hmm.
You know.
Did you watch it or
Like,
no?
no, but I mean, what's that? The original Willy Wonka, Gene,
Gene Wilder.
not Gene,
Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder. Thank
The
you.
best Wonka, yeah.
How are you gonna ever top that?
You can't, like, the Johnny Depp
No.
version sucked, you know?
It was
Mhm.
creepy.
I thought it was terrible. Like the Oompa Loompas in there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now what's his name? That British guy's an Oompa Loompa, right?
Who's that?
I can't even remember his fucking
Um,
name.
Graham, something
Yeah.
Graham, I think.
And like he's talking to like a little black girl to help him like get inspired to like build a chocolate factory or some shit.
Hmm.
It's like I feel
Oh.
like I don't know. They're going too hard on the message.
I'll tell you one movie that I did see that I thought was like, it was gonna be, it was stupid, but I thought it was gonna be like, I don't like this. But again, I saw that Will Ferrell was in it. And I'm like, let me watch this, and it was on Hulu. That was pretty funny. Quiz Lady. It has and I hate Aquafina, but trust me when I say this movie worked. It was funny. So if you have
Mhm.
some time to watch a quick comedy, that one's pretty funny. It's called Quiz Lady.
Hmm.
I never heard of that. I have been watching some weird, odd Will Ferrell movies though. Never really heard about.
It's pretty funny. No,
Yeah.
like the top 20 movies of last year were Oppenheimer. Again, don't waste your time. I don't know what the hell Past Lives is, but it looks like it's got a couple of Asian people in there. Poor Things with, man, what the hell happened to Emma Stone? Remember from Superbad, the redhead?
Yeah.
She looks rough, man.
Yeah.
Poor Things is the name of the movie. Killers of the Flower Moon, which is like with fucking DiCaprio and
Scorsese. Yeah.
yeah, that's like fucking 3.5 hours or something like that.
Ugh.
Fucking hell,
It's
man.
a
I
long
got
one.
shit to do.
Let me scroll down. I guess Spider-Verse or whatever. I didn't see it, but that's apparently one of the top ones.
Spider-Verse, like a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
It's on Netflix.
it's just
That's-
that doesn't catch my interest, you know?
It might be a kids movie or something. Or
It's animated.
Kinda.
yeah, it's not one of the like top Marvel movies. I want to go see that Venom movie. Like I said,
it follows was it Miles Morales? Spider-Man.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's past my time.
Well, they're having that Spider-Man's going to be in the next Venom movie supposedly or something. So
Hmm.
I want to see that shit. Finally going to cross everything over.
Again, The Holdovers, which wasn't anything like, to write home about. Let me see here.
You can
Apparently
hold over on the holdovers, guys.
there was a Mission Impossible movie, another fucking 100th one. A third Galaxy Guardians of the Galaxy, which I didn't care really for the other ones. Another John
And
Wick movie.
Hmm.
Were those any
All the
good?
more- I watched the first one.
I know
which
you
I
don't
was
fuck
like,
with
okay,
this dog.
that's pretty cool.
I mean,
But after that,
I think like you pointed out before, like the training he did for that movie was incredible.
yeah.
Right? But like the
Yeah,
movie
he
itself,
got
was it any good?
fast. I mean, I
It's-
watched the first one, and the first one was cool. After that,
Yeah.
it just, more of the same thing, just saturated. There's no real storyline. It's just watch John Wick kill somebody with a gun. Now
Mm.
watch him slap him and shoot him in the back. Now watch him kill somebody with a horse. Now watch him do this. It's no fucking plot.
Yeah, I watched the first one. I thought it was pretty decent.
Yes.
But I didn't get to watch the second or third or fourth, and I just watched it this last couple of months here.
It's like a good, like, nothing movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's just to be on, just to kill time to watch it.
When you said like the Mission Impossible one, that made me realize that like I mean I'm not a big fucking I think Tom Cruise is crazy as fuck first of all, but that motherfucker is just throws out bangers, man.
Mm-hmm.
He throws out bangers. I was watching The War of Tomorrow. What's that movie called?
So I think that's it,
Yeah.
right? That's the name of it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That was a
And
good one.
that was a great fucking movie. Like it had some character development. It was mostly just him fucking. No, he did develop as a character. As a matter of fact, he has got a good character arc. But it's a great action movie.
Yeah, and
So-
you know what? Obviously the Top Gun sequel.
oh my God, I was amazed by it.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was really good.
That was a
I
good one. I
love
just
that
saw
one.
that.
Yeah.
There's a few actors that I'll always watch: Tom Cruise, Denzel Washington, Tom Hanks. You know, Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
I like Terrence Howard a lot.
Who's Terrence Howard?
Remember fucking what do you call it? Where he's a pimp. Now I'm fucking drawing a blank here. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. Hustle and Flow.
Okay. Black dude,
Hustle
right?
and Flow. Yeah, with like he has like really light eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him in that movie. What was it with Hugh Jackman? Maze, I
Mm.
think it was called.
Yeah, he's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's
The
good.
guy
I
that
like
the
him.
guy that
He's real
played
good.
Rhodey the first time in the Iron Man movie.
I don't know. I've never seen that. I hate Marvel movies, man. I can't stand them.
Yeah, they got fucking lame.
Not a fan.
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow is the shit. Yeah.
Wasn't that him?
Mm-hmm.
And Empire.
I never watched that. But those are people I watch almost no matter what.
Hmm. That's a good selection.
All right. Well, we talked about the Hasidic Jews. We talked about cucks. Anything else y'all want to throw out on the table? This is number 16. I think we've almost had enough of these things.
This thing almost
is
fell
up?
apart at the end here. So I'm glad we could all make it and everything went well. We were like down to the last minute here, like what the fuck was going on? And then we had a Potters person. It was amazing, Fabian.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
We accomplished all.
I got a story about this mayor in Illinois is just bankrupting the town.
What was he doing, Potter?
What is she doing? She is.
Or is it not a they?
It's not a they. It's a she.
All right.
She's out there as she is the youngest first woman and first black woman to be the mayor of this town. And oh man, I forget the number details, but like when she came into office, the town had like a surplus of like either like couple $1 million or a couple $100,000, and now they're in a deficit. She's just bankrupting them. She like redesigned like everything in like City Hall, like the rugs that you would stand on at the front counter, printing out calendars, all the billboards in town. She took them all down and like redid them. So that way they say her name all across it. She leased like a pimped out like Cadillac Escalade or something like that for $170,000. Leased it. Didn't buy it. She leased it on the city's dime. She's got the police department as her personal bodyguard, and they're working. One guy for 2 weeks, he worked 20 hours a day or 22 hours a day. So he took home like a $16,000 check for that pay week, some shit like that. Spent left and right. Everybody knows that she went to like Las Vegas to try to go to a convention, a business convention. And she's like, so is it true you went to Las Vegas? She's like, maybe. I don't need to tell you.
I think he was saying that wrong. It wasn't 20. You said it wrong. You said he worked 22 hours a day. You know, I work 22 hours a day.
As her personal security, Whitey, as her personal security. When he's not policing.
Have you tried to deal with that bitch?
She needs protection. All right, she needs protection.
Oh, what else? While she's having her like town hall meetings and stuff like that, she's got a DJ come on for her.
Wow, we
Do they
really
serve-
slipped.
Do they serve Kool-Aid and menthol cigarettes?
So
For
the town's in a deficit, right? So she's so to try to regain the funds and stuff like that. She increased tickets from $50 to $500. And so at this town hall, she played a Rihanna. So you know what I gotta say, bitch, better have my money. and then she cued the DJ to play that fucking song.
Why do you verify this, please?
What do you want me to do to verify something?
Type in "bitch better have my money, mayor." Was it Illinois?
Her name's Tiffany A. Henyard.
Bitch better have my money.
Now, Potter,
there it is, right there. No, it's a Rihanna song.
as you Whitey, as you Google and verify this, how do you hear about these things, Potter? Look, I'm not accusing you of anything, all right? But when you bring news to the table, it seems to always be some, unfortunate black person. Do you just subscribe to like unfortunateblackpeople.com as like a newsletter kind of thing, or?
No, verified. It's on unfortunateblackpeople.com. Check it out. This is crazy. I'll send you a screenshot.
No, I follow this one guy on YouTube. He's called Nate the Lawyer.
Okay.
And he goes over like some legal cases.
Is Nate black?
Like Nate is a black man.
Okay, all right. So at least it's safe.
He covered the Rittenhouse case. He did what else did he do? He went over real quick that
can I ask real quick? Was he in favor or against Rittenhouse?
I don't think he said if he was in favor or against. But
what was your take though?
Yeah, what were you taking?
But he gave. He was just. I think
compelling
he was
argument in favor.
He was pointing out how Rittenhouse lawyers were doing a much better job of explaining the case and everything, and how the other side was just doing a very horrible, shitty job.
I see what's going on. He's self-loathing. He doesn't count, Potter. All right, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Whitey, did you verify this?
Oh, it's completely verified, 100%. Hey, did you ever see the videos fucking of the judge in that case fucking chastising the fucking prosecutor or whatever? It's the fucking funniest thing in the world.
I think that guy you sent that video to us in the chat, right?
The guy jumping over?
Yeah.
Doing a Superman, trying to knock over the.
Wait, okay, yeah. I didn't see...
hold on a minute. I remember Potter sending this, and it said when you're down like 2 points in the last period of the match or something like that.
Oh man!
So yes, he did send us that. What about that, Whitey?
No, are we talking about the same thing? The lawyer's sitting there, and the judge is like, "I told you not to like do that," and he said whatever anyway, and he's like, well, you left the door open for this or whatever. And the judge is like, I left the door open for me. Fucking, like he's just fucking screaming at this dude in court.
Oh no, we didn't see that. I was talking about like the black dude that jumped the judge.
I saw that shit. Yeah. Okay.
The flying squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The video that I want to make sure everybody knows that Potter sent us. Again, another unfortunate black person.
Somebody got their head split open in that thing. I wonder what the fuck went on there. Like that. The judge didn't get a lot of fucking damage or whatever, but somebody like one of the security guards or something that was in there like got fucking like a big gash on his head. You can hear in the video they're like his head's hanging like by like it's hanging off or whatever. Like I don't know what it was, but yeah.
Well,
send it in the group chat, Whitey.
All right,
to get a hold of that.
Yeah, I will.
All right, we got our sweet 16. Let's get us the fuck out of here, guys.
Fuck yeah!
I've had enough.
I think I've had enough too. But it was a good show, very good show.
I'm glad Sosa was able to join us. So it was like, all right, we're gonna have to make do now. And I was gonna play Gunther in your honor, but we played it anyway.
Glad you did, man. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Can you play us out with it?
You want to hear it again?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's do it.
As we're doing this, any final words? Just final sentence there for anyone?
This is good shit, guys. Good shit show.
Till next time.
Yeah. We will be back.
Potter, you wanted to defend yourself?
I'm fine with everything.
And we actually had a good shit show because, I mean, we even agreed on the Potter's person.
Yeah, we did. That's the first time there's no disagreement.
Yeah. Unanimous. There you go. That's a win for Potter. That's a win for Potter.
My ding ding dong.
Just kind of party out with this one here. Give it a second to get really all those gyrations in there. Gyrate, Potter. Gyrate.
You touch my tra-la-la.
Lightly playing here as we close out. For everybody listening at home, I want to thank you for listening. Appreciate it. Thank you. Fuck you and good night. Subscribe to the Ignorance is Strength podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Like, follow, and share on Facebook and Instagram at Ignorance is Strength Podcast and on Twitter at The Ignorance Pod.